Puck said I got to get into the microphone. Can you hear me?
Yeah!
So I'll give you a little update on Sacramento. You know they're passing ammunition bills, gun control bills. You got a list of them, right? They think that the tragedies that took place across our nation with Sandy Hook and other universities and schools is because of certain things. Number one, they think because guns are evil. Not the person, but the weapon. Then they turn around and they say, they have discussions like, it's a gun-free zone. Maybe the signs aren't big enough. We need bigger gun-free zone signs. Like it's a vision problem. Those are the things that we deal with in Sacramento. We also deal with legislation trying to make you register your ammunition or have face-to-face contact with ammunition and no longer be able to purchase ammunition online. They brought the Department of Justice into the building the other day and had these firearms on display. And most every firearm that was there was a compatible firearm that was exactly the same, only one was legal and one was not. Take a .223, for instance, with a plain wood stock that your grandfather used to hunt with or you hunt with. Turn it black, add a flash suppressor to it, same kill capacity, but one's illegal and one is not. So we try to talk some common sense into people, and we're trying to educate people. And you have, good luck. And then, you know, you got to stand up and do the things that you guys are doing today. And I want to thank Puck and his wife, and especially Gene at the Bear for having this take place today. Give them a big round of applause. It is a privilege and an honor to represent Kern County. When Assemblymember Donnelly drove up here, he goes, "Oh my God, this could never happen where I live." And I said, well, you know what? Because what Texas is to the nation, Kern County is to the state of California. The debate goes on and on in Sacramento. They debate that, you know, you don't need a gun for this to hunt. You don't need a gun for this to hunt. You don't need an AR-15 to hunt. You don't need an AK-47 to hunt. You don't need an AR, you don't need a Mini-14 to hunt. And they start listing all these weapons. And I just like raised my hand, real calm. I wasn't sure that the Second Amendment was about hunting, is what I want to say. My husband has this thing, babe, you're like a bulldog, but just keep smiling because they'll never know what you're thinking. So the bottom line is that you have these debates, and when you think about when our founding fathers of this great nation put pen to parchment, the first thing they wrote down was freedom of speech. The second thing they wrote down after coming out of a bloody battle with the mother country was the right for its citizens to bear arms. Every citizen. They said it was secure for a free state. So I'm going to talk a little bit about history. In World War II, when Japan came and invaded the United States of America and bombed Pearl Harbor, it stopped there. A lot of history people would say it stopped there because they were afraid of the United States government, the United States military. They were afraid, let me tell you, that if they came to the borders of California, there would be a gun behind every blade of grass. Yeah. Because the citizens of California are protected under the Second Amendment. And it says that it shall not be infringed. So the Japanese knew they wouldn't just face our military, God love our military, but they would face every United States citizen that exercised their right to defend themselves. Yeah. There's limits on ammunition up in the Capitol. And when you have the arguments of limiting ammunition, being a former military person and not serving in combat, but being trained to serve in combat, when you are in a gunfight, you never have enough ammunition. Yeah! You take that lady from Georgia. Everybody remember that 911 call that came in? Yep. That lady crawled in a crawl space with her kids, and she was on the phone with her husband, and he says, "Do what I trained you to do. Shoot him." So she put 6 rounds, unloaded 6 rounds, 5 of them connected. The guy got out of the crawl space, got in his car, drove to the hospital, and I have one question. That's all she had in the gun. I bet she pulled the trigger till it quit making noise. What if there was a second guy?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to speak just for a second to the women, and then I'm going to get back to my history lesson. And no offense, men, but you can take a 110-pound woman and give her a Glock 40 caliber and a belly band, and she is on equal footing with any man that tries to assault her. So let's go back to our history lesson, because this is where I think it gets really serious in the situation that we are here in the great United States of America. In Germany, right before World War II, they had a gun confiscation and a gun ban. When World War II started, the German government came for our Jewish friends. They had no way to defend themselves. They went quietly. I can tell you that I truly believe from the depths of my soul and the bottom of my heart that if they were protected under the Second Amendment like we have here in the great United States of America, we might have lost a few of them, but we dang sure would have not have lost 6 million. And if you're standing here today and you have any doubt whatsoever, and I think I'm preaching to the choir, but just in case there's somebody out there that thinks because you live in the great United States of America, your government will not come for you, I want you to think about how they rounded up Japanese Americans and put them in internment camps. So you find someone with Japanese history that was a citizen of this state and this nation that was rounded up by the U.S. government. And I'm going to say a Democratic president signed that executive order. And we have a president in an office now that is threatening the freedoms of this nation. And it is time to start doing what you are doing here today in Kern County, across this state and across this nation. Peacefully, lovingly, and caringly standing and defending your rights to your freedoms, not only for the Second Amendment, but for every amendment offered under the Constitution and given to us by God the Creator. I want to thank you guys for being here today. And how many of y'all listen to Jazz McKay? Not that y'all remember that day that I hosted the radio station and I started singing when it opened? I got a ton of text messages and the Facebook thing went wild. Please quit singing. We love you. We love what you stand for, but don't sing. That's what it said. But so I just want to do something different before the next speaker comes up. And I know you guys all know the words. Is there a singer in the house? Anybody? Got any voice? Stand up. She's pointing to him. That lady. That man. Come on up here, sir. Gene, come up here. I need your help. Come here, sir. Come here, sir. I really do need your help. Give this man a hand. You know, and I want you to know that in my job we're going to do in just a few seconds with this gentleman, but in my job I also have the opportunity with working with law enforcement. Contrary to what people think, all law enforcement is not against us carrying weapons. AB 202 that Assemblymember Donnelly introduced and I authorized, and then our liberal newspaper rated it like I was trying to arm janitors. You know what? Janitors can already be armed if they choose to. 1995 Safe Schools Act says that they can be armed if they have a CCW and the district gives them permission. All our bill says is that we would provide you with anonymity. So when you guys see things like that come out in the our newspaper, write letters in response and defend us, because we need that. So I'm going to finish up here, but I'm going to finish up and I want everybody to uncover. And this gentleman is going to lead us in singing a song. Everybody stand, because we are going to sing God Bless America to this great United States of America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.